What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Joey Work, and I'm back. Last time you saw me was last night. Unfortunately, the Blue Jays couldn't get the job done. 3-0 lead into the bottom of the 8th inning, and the pen blows it, end up losing in extra innings. But we don't hide from the losses. I'm here. The grind continues. Shout out to Fax Man, though. Another great show today. Not only is this guy informative, but goddamn is he funny. He does rag on JJ a lot, and today he was talking about how big his schlong size was for a while, but hate to tell you facts, man, but penis size is genetic. Oh boy. All right. Didn't expect to start the show like that. But back to baseball. Sorry about that. We do have some very interesting playoff races rounding about here. Basically, only 3 teams playing for 2 playoff spots in the NL. The Padres, Phillies, and Brewers all vying for those last 2 spots. And in the AL, Seattle and Tampa Bay are 4.5 games up in the wild card on Baltimore and 6 games up on the White Sox, who are basically on life support here. And realistically, they are the most underperforming team in the MLB this year. With that said, I'm going to Chicago today in a matchup between the Guardians and White Sox. The Guardians have been red hot, 14-3 their last 17, really running away with this AL Central Division. And the White Sox are going in the opposite direction, slowly drifting out of that playoff picture. Tomorrow we get a starting pitching matchup of Shane Bieber versus Johnny Cueto. Bieber is having another very impressive year, limiting on base percentage, striking out batters over 25% clip, barely walking anybody. His last 3 starts spanning 22 innings. He's allowed 3 total earned runs, with 2 of them being solo bombs. He's pitched against this White Sox team 4 times this year. Listen to these starts. So first start, he went 6 innings, 1 earned run. Next start, he goes 9 innings, complete game, 1 earned run at home right before your All-Star break, right? So now he has 12 days off where it's an All-Star break. He has some fun. I'm pretty sure it wasn't an All-Star this year, so he probably hung out with his family, enjoyed the time off. His next start, so his last start before the All-Star break was versus the White Sox at home, 9 innings again, 1 earned. He comes back. His next start after the All-Star break, he goes to Chicago against the same White Sox team, and he does struggle. He gets hit pretty damn hard, allowed 6 earned runs in 6 innings. Then his last start versus them, he went 6 1/3, only allowed 1 earned run. So personally, I'm going to throw out that start in Chicago, out the door. You ever heard of a little revenge narrative? Don't get me wrong, you can't be going into every bet like, revenge narrative, because you're not going to win long-term in that. But I do think he'll have some extra motivation to pitch good in Chicago here, being that was literally his last bad start of the year. Realistically, it might have been his worst start of the year all year. And the last time he gave up more than 3 earned runs in a game was back on July 24th in that game in Chicago. Matter of fact, he hasn't given up more than 2 earned runs. He's only given up more than 2 earned runs one other time since then. So he's been really, really good. And his numbers are decently better on the road this year. So speaking of schlongs, this guy has a big one. On to Mr. Cueto on the other end. He doesn't have the velocity on that fastball anymore, so he has to use deception to get batters out. And not going to lie, it has worked out for him this year. He's going to end up having the most innings pitched for himself since his first year in San Francisco in 2016. So I do expect him probably to get a contract extension. If it's not from the White Sox, someone else will sign him, or he's going to have a job next year. But with that said, do I trust this guy? Absolutely not. He doesn't strike anybody out. And guess what? He's facing the team that strikes out the absolute least in baseball. So what does that tell you? Base runners will be had for the scrappy Guardians team. And his advanced numbers show regression is definitely coming, and it should be soon. Slugging against almost 500 this year. He allows a lot of contact. He pitched against his Cleveland team twice this year. Pitched good on the road. He did get hit hard his last time out versus them at home. 4 runs in 7 innings, 0 strikeouts. Actually, in his 2 starts versus this team, he has a total of 2 strikeouts. A whopping 2 strikeouts and 15 2/3 versus this team. That's pretty funny if you ask me. 2 strikeouts. I could probably pick somebody off the street that could go strike somebody out 2 times in 16 innings. But offensive-wise, it's not really close in my eyes. Cleveland is a far superior team. They make contact and like to run. They actually have the 3rd most stolen bases in all of baseball this year. So I'm going to keep this game out of the bullpens after I got burned by them last night. So official play will be the Cleveland Guardians. First 5, -0.5, +104 via FanDuel in New Jersey. I will be back again. I'm going to do another free play tomorrow night for the people. I'm in a good mood. I've been hot. I've had a great month for Run Pure Bet subscribers. I figured we'll do 3 videos Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday this week, and maybe going forward until the playoffs are out, we'll do 3 videos Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So obviously I'll do tomorrow's video will be for Friday's slate, but again, I will likely tweet out a free play on Sunday. So if you're not following me on the Twitter at Joey Work, as you see in the corner at Joey Work, WERK, make sure to follow me on Twitter. Much love, everybody. Hit the like button before you bounce. Throw a comment in the comment section. Shout out to people in the chat already. Galloway fan, Blue Jays game was wild, unreal. I know, man, it happens. Baseball, when you're betting on this sport every day, those things tend to happen. That's why I always say stick to the game plan, 1 unit every game, every play, and long term. We've been successful the last 5 years. Nothing's going to change this year, and that's what's happening. Jeannie Carlo G, what up, Joey? Keep killing it. Appreciate you. Pie Eater, what's going on? Thanks for the content. Much love, Pie Eater. Tyler Etuaro, what up, my guy? Great call, Jordan Elmore. Much love, everybody in the chat. Your positive mojo and positive vibes keeps me doing this and keeps me pumping out content for the people. I do appreciate you all, guys. Hit the like button. I'll be back again tomorrow night. Peace and love. Joey Works out.